It's the real side of H-Town, 97.9 The Box, the Madd Hatta
Morning Show.
Lil Duval in the studio.
Yeah.
The hit maker.
Okay.
Sir, okay, couple of things. One, do you know you got a hit when you walk in the studio with this song? We just talked to Snoop last week, so I'm going to see if you can confirm what Snoop said, but I'm going to go with your story first while you're here in front of me.
Well, what happened with it, I had the smile. Can you say B on there?
Yeah,
go ahead.
Don't worry, we got you.
I had the smile, bitch. I just had that part on there, and I had the beat, and I had like my ad-libs, and I sent it to Snoop, and before he even did it, he was like, this a hit, cuz.
That's what he said. That's what he said.
Like even before I had the living my best life part on there, he's like, this is a hit. And then he said it, but he's so cool, you just thinking he just showing you love.
Right.
I realized it was real when I heard his verse. I was like, oh, he taking this serious. Like I thought he was gonna just.
You thought he was gonna be playing with it?
No, I thought he was just gonna give me a freestyle verse. Like when I did "Killing with the Shoulders," he was just vibing, riding. It was still a tight song, but it wasn't like this. This verse was like he was giving it to Dr. Dre. And I was like, oh, okay, this is like when he sent me that, I knew, oh, this a hit. I didn't know it was gonna be like #1 and all that, but
no, be for real. Did you come up? Because I know it's an old school sample from Midnight Star.
Yeah.
Did you come up with the sample? Or somebody brought it to you and say, man, I think this would be a good song?
I already had it in my mind, and I don't know if y'all know Bebe from
from Dallas. Yeah.
Dallas. This how it all came about. So
Shout out to
Bebe, I did a song with Bebe with Zero.
Yeah, we know about that one.
And so I said, man, I've been looking for one of them old school beats to go with this idea I got. And he's like, man, Hanky got all them beats. So I was like, all right, cool. He's like, he the one did this and he did all that. That's what made me get on all these, because I was looking for one of them old school beats to do. And so he sent me a couple. Hanky sent me a couple of them, but I always used to, if you look at some of my old clips, I had already used that on a smile, bitch.
Right.
I had used that in the joke and it went viral already.
Right.
So I knew that was it. But when he sent it, it was just perfect. Like I didn't want to. I knew that vibe, that energy of that song was gonna go with the chant and the smile, bitch, and all that there. And that's how it came about. And now we here.
I thought when I first heard this song, I didn't even know you was really singing.
Yeah.
I thought, okay, I guess he's doing an album that he introducing other
Like
people.
Khaled.
Yeah, so I didn't even catch that you the dude singing the song until much later. I'm thinking, Duval crazy, man. He just be doing crazy stuff. They like he's singing.
Most people know me, but they don't pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Like if you really pay attention, I've been doing this for I got in the game doing the song. When I flipped buying a girl a drink in the club, Music Soul Child, I mean,
Yeah, but I think people
girlfriend.
just think you being funny.
No,
they
but
don't
if
think
you
you're being
keep-
serious.
I did a song, all these, right, with Zero. If you look, every year I put out a song.
Yeah,
And most of them be music too, with singing and all that.
Right.
So my audience, my core fans, they didn't do that. It's the new people. They was like, oh my, they didn't put to it. But I knew I used that to my advantage because I knew y'all wasn't paying no attention. I'm serious. Like, I knew it. Like most of the stuff, I don't want to sound like I'm a prophet or nothing, but like I could kind of gauge like when I put the song out, when I first put it on my birthday, that was June 12th. I knew like with the response from my fans, just my core fans, I knew it was gonna go #1 then. Right,
the core.
When I seen the response, because I could tell how I can kind of gauge it through my social media, what it's gonna do or how it's gonna do. So I kind of knew. So I kind of prepared for everything to happen, and that's why we're here now.
You know what? I think here's what's cool about the song. It reaches from, and I know you make jokes about, man, look, I'm 41, I got this hit song, but the song reaches from young to old.
Oprah.
And that's what's cool about the song, because it's a feel-good record that
that's
your
what
grandmama can vibe to it, and so can the kids.
But
you know what I mean?
That song showed what I've always been doing. I've always been able to reach kids, the grand.
Right.
That's what I did. That's how I knew it was going to work. Cause I knew if I get an old school beat with like, and the first person I thought of before Snoop was Ball Greasy. That
Did
was,
he really? Okay.
Because I knew he can ride old school beats. You see what I'm saying? I knew he can ride it. So he was the first person I knew off top, and then Snoop was like a no-brainer, and he's my boy, and he always, not my boy, he's my OG.
Right.
He always showed me love. And I was like, and I was asking my fans, I was like, who you think I should put on this song?
Right.
Before I even, like I asked them about it. Like I knew, like my audience, like most people I pay attention to my audience. When I look at my comments, it's all type of people in there. And they all come to my page and they all into each other. So I knew we could bring them all together through a song. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I knew it's just a testament of showing how we all can come together. We just don't know we can. Like this song showing that blacks, whites, you can use the word nigga, and everybody's saying all this stuff. Everybody's saying it, but you're not paying attention to the nigga. Like, or even saying bitch. You see what I'm saying? We saying bitch now, but we saying we saying it in a joyful way. You get what I'm saying? We really are. We saying it in a joyful way. We saying it in a way that you're not even thinking about the word. It's not words that it's
not hurtful.
Yeah, it's not hurtful. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. And I knew that from doing the Bitch You Is My Girlfriend, the Stalker song.
Yeah.
It's like, for that to be like, I don't know if it'll work now, but 16, 17 years ago when I did it, if you do that now, it's probably, but the fact that girls didn't care about me saying bitch and this, that, whatever, it was showed that if you can get their hearts, none of that other stuff you say matters.
All right.
Okay.
Lil Duval in the studio with us. Go ahead, man.
So you get the big call. Beyonce and Jay-Z want you to open up for them. And how was that call? And because you had a show in Houston that same night. And I'm like,
how did he get there?
Something ain't gonna make it. But he was there at both places.
You know what's so crazy? If I couldn't have got a private jet, I wouldn't have did the Beyonce thing because I'm a loyal person, and Houston always showed me love from day one.
So you got to do your show.
You know what I'm saying? So I would have did this over the Beyonce thing, but I had found a plane that'll get me there in time.
Who paid for the private?
I did.
Did you really?
Yeah.
How much it cost?
So I really ain't make no money doing this. You know what I'm saying? Now that I think about it, like I didn't make no money doing this, but I knew I had to. I knew I had to do this. You know, I ain't have to do this, host this party I had here, but I just felt.
You're loyal.
Yeah, it's just in my nature. Sometimes loyalty works against me, but it really don't. But at the same time,
it was a great look.
Yeah, it was just. It wasn't even no look. I didn't get no look from hosting the party. I did it because I just got love for Houston.
Right.
Because Houston's always showed me love from day one. From the time I've always had like a bond with Houston. So it's kind of like it felt like this is my family. You know.
Okay.
So that's why I did it. I was able to do it. God made it where I could do both. So it was a great experience, man. It was. I mean, I've done crowds like that before, but not some as important or as impactful as Beyonce.
Right.
You know.
So now that you got this song, what's the next move as far as?
I'm about to drop my next song.
Oh,
that's
I saw at the airport say they heard your next song.
Oh, that was Mad Skills.
Oh, yeah. He said he got another one. He got another one.
Yeah.
I saw him at the airport or saw it on Instagram.
Smile was just the setup. I only did, that's why I used the sample. Because I knew that'd be easy to bring the people in, and I wanted to get it. So it was just the setup for the next song.
Are you, are you giving up the comedy then? Because
No, like I said, if you was following me the whole time, anybody that's been to my show, they know I put music with my comedy all the time. It's always been in there. It's just now it's at the forefront now. You know,
I know you from movies.
Yeah, that's nothing. There's no problem with people not knowing me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want people to think. Yeah, it's just like it was practice for where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? Everything before, so I prepared for this part of where I'm at in life. And I guess the message I'm trying to send to people, because it's always messaging what I try to do, is you got to prepare for when your time comes. You know what I'm saying? You got to be thinking about it ahead of time. Always think about the next thing. Always stay ahead of the curve because it's coming. Don't think about the past. Or don't think about now because whatever going on now, somebody prepared for it now. So you need to be preparing for what's later.
Let me ask you, I never hear you getting into all this comedic beef, and I've been seeing lately a lot of these guys, they just seem like they might be angry at each other or upset. How do you bypass all this? Or does it happen and I just don't know anything about it?
I stay in my lane. I do what I do. I always, if you look, what am I doing? I'm not doing nothing nobody else is doing. I try to do what I do. I stick to what I do. And I mean, they do what I think what y'all seeing now is what comedians always been doing on the low. Like it's just competition. It's just a competitive sport because it's a one-man
Yeah, but some
team.
of it just seem like you hate when you see some of your favorites going at each other. Like I hate to see Kevin and
Mike.
Cat.
not even Cat, but Cat as well. All of them, any of them. Mike, Epps. I hate to see them going in on each other like that because you love them all.
Yeah, that's why
all of them to win.
With them, they my OG. So when it comes to that, I ain't got nothing to do with that.
And I see that. I saw you because you did something with Kevin the other day because Kevin just ran that race.
Oh yeah.
And I saw you comment on his
I'll
race.
comment and Mike is really my OG.
Right.
So ain't nothing you can say bad to me about Mike.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he put me in Meet the Blacks. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't. That's their problem. That's theirs. Don't.
And they don't get mad at you because you hang with both of them.
I don't hang with none of them.
Okay.
I don't hang with nobody. I'm in my own world.
But how do you stay out of it? Because
I'm in my own world. If you go they over there doing that, I'm on an island somewhere getting high. Why do I care? I'm living my best life. Like that's really what I be doing for real. That's where the song come from. It come from me really doing that.
So your OGs gonna still be your OGs. You're not getting in their beef. They gonna
that's their stuff. They'll figure it out. It's like seeing two people fighting, and then you try to get into it, and then they become friends again. It's like you're not getting into that.
Sure
that ain't got nothing to do with me. My name Ben, and I ain't in it.
So who has been the best person or the most shocking person to sing the "Living My Best Life"?
Oprah. Like what else? Who after that? Like,
yeah. Were you surprised?
Because when somebody sent me that, a bunch of people sent it to me, but I was just, it's like Oprah. I was like, ain't nobody. And then finally, I looked at it and I watched it all the way through. I was like, oh snap. She really singing it. Like I had to watch it 2-3 times and be like, is she just saying the word? Because you can say "Live My Best," but she was actually harmonized. I was like, oh my God, she know me. Like she really, I'm on her radar and all that. So, because I never thought that she would even know me. I thought the way my comedy was, like she wouldn't even come my way. Like I never said, well, I always already had in my mind, I'd never be invited on Oprah show. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So, but I guess she knows.
Here's what makes that real cool.
And I heard she real as hell.
Yeah, I heard that too. Here's what really makes the song cool, because she was really living her best life. And you don't know Oprah to be capping that. Yeah. So she really using your song in the best way.
Yeah.
Here she is. She's showing you this Colorado view that ain't none of us ever going to get to. We hope to.
Yes, you can. See, that's another thing too. You could preach it. That's what rich broke is. Like, you could do a lot of stuff. You don't need as much money as you think you need.
Okay.
If you follow most of my stuff, I ain't got nowhere near as much money as Floyd Mayweather, but I done everything he done did.
Wow.
Right.
Probably more than he done done.
You got a Bugatti?
You said, no, I ain't got no Bugatti, but I can get one. But it's just, I don't want one. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's not like, you don't need a lot of stuff. Like, and like, say for instance, like how many, he got $1 billion pretty much, right? You could buy, you don't need all that money. You could buy 20 Bugatti. He still got $999 million. Yeah. Like, you're not going to go, you don't need all that money to be happy.
Yes, sir.
You don't. You know what I'm saying? There's people with less than you happy than you. That's so that tell you it ain't that. So you can enjoy all this stuff. The only thing that is a mountain, you can catch a flight to go see the mountain.
Oh, okay.
You just ain't thinking like that.
Okay. So I can have what Opie got.
Yeah.
All right.
Peace and happiness. That's what she got.
Hey, but look.
Peace and happiness.
But it was still cool to see the way she was singing your song with that backdrop, with that special fireplace, living her best life.
Which a testament to what that song is. It's just bringing people that you would never come together saying. You got a person from the street singing the same thing that Oprah singing. You got a person, a white hillbilly man singing the same thing a street person from the ward singing, Fifth Ward. You know, it's showing we all the same. We just don't.
Do you feel like you have purpose?
Yes,
because I keep hearing you, because that's the third time where you said this song is bringing people together, and I don't know if that's
my
Duval's
purpose.
Point. Yeah.
That's my purpose. I feel like we separating ourselves, even with something as simple like emojis. We separating ourselves with that. People always, why you keep using the yellow thing? Why should I use? Because now you telling me I'm this, I'm that.
You sure right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're right.
We all just the same in my mind. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people feel this, that, and I ain't tripping off that, because in a way you kind of do need that to bring encouragement in our own people, because we don't have that a lot. But at the same time, at the end of the day, we all the same. Mexicans, blacks, white, we all the same.
What else makes Duval happy? Because you speak on happiness.
Seeing stuff like that, seeing my vision work, seeing that people come together. They don't need. I got people saying basic bitch, bro, and they don't even know it's for me. You see what I'm saying? So it just shows the power of making things change. Something simple. It's the butterfly effect. Showing something simple as us talking change you to think another way. And you don't even know where it came from. You know how you can finesse a girl into being what you want them to be? That's what I do with people. I mold them into what I want for the betterment of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't get nothing out of it.
That's right.
You know, I ain't tripping.
So you very vocal on your Instagram, and I see you say a lot. You always say your opinion. Has anybody ever just got so mad at you that they stopped messing with you?
Messing with me?
You
nah.
just stop just like, hey man, you went too far. Cause I read your comments, and some people sometimes
They do, but they come right back. They get in their feelings. A lot of times, people don't like to look in the mirror with no makeup, or they don't like to. A hit dog always hard. You don't like to be picked on. You know what I'm saying? And people are insecure on what bothers them, and I pretty much bring that out a lot. So what you not liking me says a lot about you, because the only thing I am is putting whatever you are in your face. You know,
and you don't mind doing that.
I don't mind if you like people like the difference between me. Like a lot of comedians are sensitive.
I'm glad you said that. Yes,
but I'm not. I didn't realize how sensitive people was until the internet. I really didn't have no clue.
Really?
Because what? Dude, something had to have happened. What happened?
No, in Florida we just talk harsher, I guess. Like we just talk, even with women, they talk just like if I say, shut up, bitch, you shut the fuck up, nigga. Like, it's just that simple. Like it's not, we don't take it as harsh as, and so when I got on the internet and started seeing how people was tripping off the little stuff, like in my mind, I didn't even think, like anytime I offend somebody, it was never because I was trying to. I didn't wake up and say, oh, I'm finna piss them off.
Right.
It just came up.
You just grew up snapping and stuff like that.
Yeah, snapping. And then too, you know the difference on the internet, the difference I realized in person, because I was saying the same thing on stage that I say on the internet.
Right.
But in person, they can see me. So you don't take it like that. But online, you might
interpret it how you want.
Yeah, it's like reading the book. That's why books are always better, because you take it for how you want to take it instead of for what it is or whoever's saying it.
Does that change you in what you say?
I kind of do. I used to didn't care, but now it's like if I want to get this message out, I got to make. It's like I guess I learned through dealing with women, like women that I love and stuff. Like, all right, if I really care about them, and I know she don't get it, because it's always trying to help them, but I learned everybody don't learn the same way. So I have to figure out a way to get.
So you've dialed it back?
Yeah, not dialed it back. I just figured out a way to make them get it. You see what I'm saying?
Have you changed your comedy at all over the years?
Nope.
It's still the same. Because sometimes I know people, they have a tendency like...
I can't change my comedy because I ain't changed me. My comedy is me. Is who I am. So
have you regretted anything you ever said on the internet or on the stage? Because you have said some things.
No, because I didn't feel like I'm wrong.
Has your mama ever called you and said, hey, boy?
Yeah, my mama called me a couple times. She got mad at me for saying I found some naked pictures in her drawer.
But is that true?
Yeah. I found a dick pic in the drawer. And
An actual photo?
Yeah, Polaroid. This is back in the 80s. Yeah, it was Polaroid. Man, it was all the shit. I remember the nigga, too. His name Tony.
Come on, man.
Tony. She
Your mom calling again.
Yeah.
And that still don't make you change when your mom called?
No.
That's your mama, Duval.
I'm a comedian. She knew what I was. I got it. I feel sorry. I'm sorry, mama. But I mean, she know what she ain't tripping now. She just was mad at that time, you know.
So did you play any sports, or you just knew from the beginning, I'm gonna be a comedian? I'm funny.
Yeah, I played football, then I got hit so hard I went in the band. And then I'm playing the trumpet. No, I wrestled too though.
When did you know you were really, really funny and this was gonna be the rest of your life?
It wasn't just funny. I just always wanted to entertain. It's like I always knew I was supposed to do something, even as a kid. And then I love performing. I realized I caught the performance bug in high school. Like when I did something in the pep rally and I heard the crowd screaming, I knew that's what I was supposed to be doing for the rest of my life.
Wow.
So what gave you the courage to leave high school to move to Atlanta?
I don't know, man. I just always knew something in me. I always knew I knew I had to leave Jacksonville in order to do something, you know. And
why do some people you think know and some don't know? Like some people they stay on this
constant.
constant.
You're young, like I think what I had over everybody, I knew what I wanted to do early.
Yeah. And I always say that to kids: if you know what you want to do
Yeah.
early, it's a little bit.
But there's
easier.
sacrifices that have to go. That's a part of that as well. Like
It wasn't no sacrifices in my mind.
You don't think so?
I didn't. Like I don't have no story about struggling like that. I didn't never struggled as an adult. You know, and as a kid, I don't think you don't really understand poor till you older. Like being an adult and poor is hard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I've never experienced. Even in this
So
this
when
journey,
you got to Atlanta,
you had a job or what?
You had
Like,
a job? What was going on? How'd you get to Atlanta?
You left right out of high school, right?
well, I could talk about it. I used to sell dope and shit like that. So I mean, everybody did, you know. But I never had no problem with getting money. Like I've never chased money, so I've never looked at money how everybody else look at it. So and I didn't know how ghetto I was till I left Jacksonville. A lot of stuff I was naive to, so it didn't matter to me.
Right.
And I didn't feel like I was struggling. Like now looking back, I'm like, damn, I was really
struggling.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't say struggling. I was just like, dang, I was broke. I was poor. But in my mind, I didn't think like that. I always seen it as a win, and I've always saw progression in my career and everything. So in my mind, like even before this song, like people like you made it. I could have swore I've been
already made it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like in my mind, I was already.
This is just a hit now to add to your record. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I mean, to me, you're successful when you start doing what you want to do. Like if you're doing what you want to do every day, you're successful. Like so, I was always.
You know what? I never knew that you were so. I know you funny, but I never knew that you were so. Everything that come out of your mouth. Nah, there we go.
Oh yeah, I knew this. Right.
But not the positive. I mean, you see that it's different when you see a tweet, though, bro.
Yeah.
You know when you get
because
the
you
chance
see it
to
how you interpret it, and on the time. But I understand that part of it too, though. You know, I don't take it personal. I know how people reading it. And they reading it how they want to read, like reading at the moment, and then you go to something else, so you're not putting that much thought into it all the time, especially if you're moving and grooving. You know, so I get it. I just understand a lot more than everybody else. That's the key to everything. Understanding. Once you understand,
why this is this? Why this?
Yeah,
is this?
yeah. You just gotta find understanding and just not your understanding. Like a lot of people, we are arrogant in our own personal feelings. We don't think about the other person and why they thinking like that. Even something I don't agree with, I'd be like, well, why is they like that? What the hell is doing them like that? And once you're like, oh, and then everybody's a product of what they seen. We all a product of what we seen.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same. Like, I don't feel like nobody's right or wrong. You just do what you can, you know. You could put two people in the same room teaching the same thing. They're going to take it two different ways.
This is true.
Speaking of being a product of what we have seen, your daughter, how does she take your comedy and how do you parent her? Is it different, you know? Or?
I try to treat her regular, man, and it's hard now. Well, it's hard because people that are at school know me, so it works. I guess that's a good thing because your kid gotta look up to you. You know what I'm saying? They gotta see you like you somebody. So it works in my favor that everybody else knows daddy is. So it makes her proud. You know, but the only bad thing about it is you can't be there all the time. Like I'm here now. You know, so evidently mine with my daughter. Yeah. You know, it's kind of hard to be a full-fledged perfect dad, or there is no perfect dad or no perfect parent, but you try to do what you can and try to be the best that you know how to be and try to always put them first. That's the only thing I could think of. And shoot, you could teach your kid everything, but they still might come out crazy.
Can you discipline your baby?
Nah, I be trying. That's why
She rapped around. You got her. She rapped.
Nah, she not rapped. It's just like I don't like now. She getting to the point where it's like, all right, you can't fool me with that.
How old is she now?
10.
You okay?
Yeah. So it's like I think when she get about 14, I can be like real with her. Like I can't be like real with her. I'm better at being real. And kids, you can't be like all the way real with him.
See, he's a real person, so he tries to be real at all times.
Yeah,
How old is your?
I got one that's 21. I got one that just turned 16.
See, when they 21, I could talk like a nigga to them. But like to a 10-year-old, like my daughter getting titties now, so I'm like, oh my God. And she just had a period at 10. So and she had it on my shift, like with me.
My shit.
How did you handle that? What did you tell her?
I'm glad my old lady was there.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Like I had already prepared for it. Like I watch other people. Like I watch Tip daughters. You know what I'm saying? I watched them grow up, and I got goddaughters that I watched grow up. So I use them prepare for my. I'm like, damn, my daughter finna be. And like I look online, like I follow a lot of young girls just to watch them. And then, and I think I learned through my daughter. I learned women a lot. A lot of stuff that I just learned that's just how women are. Like they're just naturally like that. So it makes me understand them a lot more. I learned through my daughter, just understand they just emotional.
I've always been honest with my kid. I don't beat around the bush. Even when she was the little one was 7, I say what boys won't. I say I don't curse nothing like that unless I'm mad. Unless I'm mad. I will throw a couple of words out there to let them know the difference that okay, he mad right now, so he using this language. But I will keep it as real as I got. I
think every child is different. Every person is different. I'm not gonna treat her this like if I like. When you see what you see in your daughter, you know, like say for instance, you know if your child like a little slow, right? Or you be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? You can be real. So I'm not gonna like say when you got 2 kids. You got how many kids you got?
I got 2.
You got none. Who got?
Jimbo got 4.
You got 4 kids. Yeah. You probably, when you see this kid, all of them ain't the same. You like, all right.
Don't admit that none of them slow.
I'm not saying slow, but you be like, nah, I ain't like slow. When I say, it's like, all right, I got to be, like, say for instance, your child is real friendly.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be like, all right, like, because that friendly can go the wrong way with a dude, with
that I agree with.
So it's like, all right, if I see she a friendly person, I gotta let her know. I gotta mold that. But if she not friendly, I gotta put more friendly in her.
Yeah, you're right.
You see what I'm saying? So you give them what they ain't got.
The balance that they need.
Yeah, the balance. Or if I like my daughter is she art. She know how to draw. So I try to I try to push more. Try to mold into that. You see what I'm saying? To try to if this is what you want to do, and I think especially in our community, in the black community, like your child could be an astronaut. And you'll see it, but you be like, boy, if you don't go on with that, talking about he want to do.
Yeah.
So if we see it off top,
start nurturing that.
And put him in that world.
Yeah.
Like my cousin Jahan Sweet, he a producer.
He can produce a lot of songs for
He produced with Eminem now. He produced Beyonce. He produced Drake album.
Oh wow.
He produced all these last couple albums, but his father, my uncle, his father and his mother put him in a school of the arts because we all played piano. Mm-hmm. My grandma tried to teach all us piano, but I went out there and got in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Right. But he kept doing it, kept nurturing that. Mm-hmm. Now look at him now. He went to Juilliard. Oh, wow. Juilliard, he the first black person from Florida to go to Juilliard. Oh, wow. He only 22 or 23.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? So that's a testament of showing if you nurture it right. Nobody would have never thought, especially where I'm from, that he would be what he go to Juilliard.
That's right.
Forget the Beyonce, Juilliard. We ain't never did that. Mm. So that's why with kids or like with my daughter, I try to see what it is and all right, let me
nurture what it is.
Absolutely.
I agree with that 100%. My kid is artistic like that too. So I nurture all that artistic stuff that she does. Yeah. So I agree with you 100%. Lil Duval, man, thanks for being here, man. I never,
That's what I'm doing this for, man. I'm serious, man. Hey, I guess God put me in the love.
It's the love tour. With
it ain't even so much to this thing is to y'all. I don't know what y'all gonna take this somewhere else and be like, you know what?
Duval is that cat.
No, not me. It ain't for me. Not Duval the cat. I'm talking about you might go do something positive and spread that to somebody else.
I got to ask kind of a bad question. Is that since you got this huge hit song and you've been in music for a while, you know a lot of musicians. Is there any jealousy that you have? A number one song.
No, I think people are happy for me. Like everybody's happy for me. The next song might make them change.
What is the next song, and do you have anybody on it?
Yeah, I got somebody on, but I don't want to give I don't like to give the element of surprise up.
Oh, come on, man.
Nah, that's
Skills
what
is talking about. I want to know. You
I
cut
can't,
the TV
man.
off the camera.
I do, but all right, I'll give y'all a name. Yes. Pull up.
Okay.
Pull Up. That's the name of the song.
I'll accept that.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't. I think that's what's missing in the entertainment game, the element of surprise.
Okay.
Like we get, like, think about it, like you go to Beyonce's show, you done killed the moment because you done watched most of it
before you even go to the show.
Before you even watch it, so you don't get the same experience.
She already put it on Instagram the whole show.
Yeah, but you
Jazz.
but you give it. It's taking a thing that, like, say for instance, we came up, we used to watch Michael Jackson. You know what made Michael Jackson so great? Because we never knew him.
That's right.
You never knew what was finna happen. You go to the show, you just like experience. You're like, oh my God. And they give you things that we ain't got that no more. Because people right there, boom. It's like a joke.
Jazz.
It's like if people kill comedy like that, stand up. Because if you working on a joke or something, then they put
We already seen it.
You already seen it. Now you like, he ain't funny. It takes time. Like, perfect example, back Red Fox used to do the same show because he had time to build and all that stuff. That Richard Pryor, he had time to build it and do all. But you ain't got time, and now you can't change that.
Right.
But it kills. But you can still put a little bit of that to give people that. That's what made Smile. Y'all didn't see it coming.
Yeah.
It's what made Smile Bitch what it was because he didn't see it coming.
Duval, you know what? I'm glad you brought something up with Instagram. You got some comedians now who have blown up just on social media.
Mm-hmm.
You got a problem with that?
No, because I was the first one to do it. So if I hate them, it's like hating myself.
Well, what about the other
you know what? I
comedians
guess I
that
don't
hate?
feel like that with you. I guess I feel like you're a movie star first that happen to be comedic.
Yeah,
I guess, but that maybe
because I've done, but I was like, if you go back, the good thing about the internet, you can see it from line. Like, if you go back, I was the first one to put skits out. I've been doing it since MySpace.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it wasn't when I first got on the internet. It wasn't no comedians like skits and none of that stuff.
Yeah,
I saw it as an open lane. I was like, oh my God, this is a. When I saw that, I realized I ain't need Hollywood no more.
Wow.
That's when I realized everything that's happened. I kind of seen it was going. It was just like a untapped market. It was like, oh snap, this is the world.
Okay, so how do you stay relevant with so many new people coming up? Because every year,
because I'm grandfathered in. No, real talk. It's like this is the analogy of it to make y'all understand. It's like the radio. Y'all with them every morning on the radio.
Right.
That's why radio people last forever because y'all with this person. You become a family member. Every time you get on there, every morning I was tweeting. Every morning, every time you get on here, I'm on here. Mm-hmm. So after a while, you know me and don't even realize. That's how I'm able to get stuff like this off. Smile Bitch. I'm able to say basic bit. What that mouth do? All these stuff is because I've been finessing it. Just like with this. It's like you've been doing it so long. They know y'all. They friends. You see what I'm saying? Y'all like they friends now. They look at y'all ain't gonna never fall off. Radio people and comedians rarely fall off because we with them forever. Like once you get them, you got them. It's personal.
Yeah.
You know, it's a mind thing. All this stuff is subconscious.
All right, I got to ask you a question. I heard, this might be a rumor. If it is, say that was a rumor, that you once had the opportunity to do a morning show and you turned it down.
Yeah, man. Because I don't like sitting in one room. This is a job. This is a job. Like I like doing. I like doing, and I pay attention to how it's cutthroat too. You know, the radio is cutthroat, so I don't let nobody have control over me. That's the blessing of the internet. I realized I didn't need nobody no more.
Yeah, you can do your own thing.
I can do my own thing. You got to come to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't been on nothing. I ain't had as many movies, as many accolades, or most of them. Kevin Hart, Mike Epps, Cat Williams, but you know me. I'm still able to sell out here 7, 8 shows here.
This is true.
You see what I'm saying? And I ain't even on the same level as them. So that shows you don't really need all that stuff. You just need the people. You need the people. So it's like the blueprint of what the internet is. And the kid, like going back to what you're saying about people upset about the internet comedians, it's just evolution. They used to say the same thing about comedians on Comic View. The old school comedians be like, oh, he blow it. Because back then you used to have one joke, and next thing you know, everybody know you. Mm-hmm. That's the internet now. You get viral one thing now, everybody know you.
It's true.
It's the same thing. It just evolved to it, just like anything else now. It's like it just evolved. That's what comedy's evolved into. Like back in the day, it's actually easier and that's better for people that want to be comedians. Because when I first, like around the MySpace days, everybody was, the only way you can come up in the industry was you had to fly to LA, get on stage, and hope that somebody was in the crowd that was powerful that is saying, and you get a deal. You ain't got to do that now.
Go right over there to
You
Instagram,
just get on Instagram,
YouTube, do your thing.
Yeah, it's so shoot. I would look now. You and even on another level, it's like the way you get. How I got in the stand up was I wanted to be in movies, and when I saw Chris Tucker on Def Comedy Jam, then I saw him in the movie. I was like, oh, so that's how you do it. You do stand up, and they put you in the movie.
Right.
So that's what I did. So now you don't have to do like stand up.
And you cool with that?
What?
Well, you just your move can be from Instagram to.
Why not? If you can blow up and then get in the movie.
I like that because a lot of comedians think that there's a certain way. There's a certain rules.
Stand up is stand up. Like the best thing about stand up, everybody can't do it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't trip off. I can do what you can do. You can't do what I can do. You see what I'm saying? Like so it don't bother me. It just makes me look better. It's like, nah, do all that. Do whatever you want to do. But when I come on stage, they gonna realize you were nothing. You see what I'm saying? They gonna realize, you know what? I was tripping. He's the truth. You know, so it always gonna work in my favor. Whether what you do is you need to prepare for whatever. I'm already thinking of it. I treat it like boxing. It's like, all right, ain't none of these. They can't mess with me for real. Because I'm in my mind. That's why I've never been competitive or because I'm too arrogant to think anybody's better than me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's how I feel.
Like it's nothing. I don't care what you're doing.
That's right.
You're like whatever you're doing, it ain't gonna be able to stop what I'm doing. So it's not no competition. It's not, you're not in my world. I stay in my own lane. Everything I've done, nobody's been done before. When I did the internet, nobody was doing that. When I got in the game doing stand-up, I was the only one wearing hip-hop at that time. In 2000, I was like the young, what made it work for me, I was the young comedian. It wasn't that many young hip-hop comedians at that time. Everybody was dressed up like Cedric Entertainer and all of them. It was the suit. And here I come in with big jersey on and all this stuff here. So it was unique. I spoke for that audience. So I always tried to be different from everybody else. And I always knew it was a lane. I try to stay in a whole, like even with this song, nobody's doing it. That's why it's confusing. Everybody like, how he get a, because I stay, like this is a whole, because it ain't been done before. Because I knew it wasn't been done before. So I'm going to stay in this and then everybody going to follow behind.
Lil Duval.
That's a good thing though.
I know some comedians, last show I went to, they took my phone away and I couldn't record. Do you have a problem with people recording?
You wasn't listening earlier when I said that's what's messing the game up. That's what's messing it up.
So you don't like them bringing, because
they don't people don't even realize what they doing. Like, he's like, why is you recording it? Like, what is you getting at?
Because I just seen somebody record your show the other day when a dude walked on stage and you had to, check him a little bit.
Yeah. Because people just be recording. They trying to capture the moment. You can capture in a picture, but they don't realize.
Was that real too when the dude came on stage?
And it happened twice.
Did it?
The next show, a girl came on stage and tried to steal him. Like it was.
Is it that they just too comfortable with you? They just think that you're cool.
It goes
like
back
that?
to what I was saying with y'all. They think y'all friends. That's what they feel like with me.
Right.
Like they really feel like.
No, you checked them real quick though. All of a sudden the show was about to change.
Yeah. I mean, but
it was cool. It was
just like, man, what the? Like people don't realize how they are, man. Like, and I get it. Like when you excited or you see somebody,
you like they homeboy, so he was on stage.
Yeah,
like
I don't mind a person doing what they do or asking me or doing stuff or being excited, but you can't be mad at me for not knowing you, not having the same excitement for you. I just met you, bro. I don't know you. You know me way more than I know you.
Yes, sir.
So don't think like I'm supposed to be talking to you. Like people really get upset. Like they be like, man, you retweeted me, and like, how I remember that? You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's because it's personal with them.
That's right.
It's personal.
It's a good point. For those that don't follow Lil Duval, tell them how they can follow you, just in case you new to Lil Duval.
Just follow me on Lil Duval. Google Lil Duval. I'm everywhere.
Okay, last question. For somebody who they maybe they're in a dark place, they're not living their best life. Besides going back and forth with these niggas, what advice Lil Duval would you give somebody to live their best life?
Follow me on social media and watch me. Watch how I live my best life and show you how. If you notice on my social media, I don't do not materialistic stunting, and I try to show a way to show how you can be happy with just simple stuff. You know what I'm saying? Being a minimalist, not whatever your consider minimalist.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff people like, that ain't minimalist to what I do, but I try to keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? I get stuff, I get everything everybody get, but it don't control me. I don't chase it. I get it because it's there.
Okay, here's my very last question. What field was that?
I got the money.
What field was that where you was walking in when you was talking about, I don't hear no haters, something was about some haters. You was walking somewhere. Can you say where that was at?
That was at my house in Bahamas.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be in nosy. I'll just be in nosy. I'm like, I wonder where he's at. Cause I don't hear no haters. I don't see no haters.
That's where I go when I'm chilling, like I like to be.
I mean, you was being funny, but.
No, like that's another reason why I go out. That's how I learned a lot. Like when I'm on the island, I realize if I don't need it on this island, I don't really need it. And it's really nothing there but you, the island, and regular life. So it brings you back to the normalcy. It brings you, for me, it makes you like, it ain't much to trip off of. I think that's why most island people live long and stuff, like the people that live by the water, because it ain't most stuff kill your stress, the stuff you put on your head. Like life is really simple. It really is. I hate when people say life hard. Well, how? What you put the expectations on and made it hard, but it's simple. People, like when you go to other countries and you see how they happy with nothing, or they happy doing just simple stuff, getting up. It's simple. Like if you got animals, I don't know if you got an animal or a dog or something. All they do all day is get up, sit, shit, and go eat. It's been doing the same thing for thousands of years. We the only one been changing stuff. So that lets you know, like it's like we the one putting all this on us. We the one putting all these expectations. He's still chilling. He's chilling like a mug. He just down there chilling and
whatever's whatever.
Yeah, it's like he been like you come home, you mad as hell. He like
living his best life.
Living his best life. Like you tripping. Or like your grandparents. I don't know if y'all grew up with your grandparents, but they just be sitting there chilling while you going through all that stuff. And if you notice, all the old people live in the neighborhoods, they never get shot in the worst neighborhoods. So it'd be the kids. It'd be the kids killing each other. But so it ain't the neighborhood. It's the mentality of where you at, because they somehow skip around the old folks' house. You know,
Lil Duval, boy, kicking that knowledge.
Chilling, stay out the way, stay out these crazy people way.
Man, we appreciate you being here this morning, man.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Continued success, brother.
Thank you, man.